This is going to be a model review of the Liebherr A900C ZW in 1/50th scale, made by NZG. This model is an interesting model. It's pretty different and it's pretty highly detailed, so I'm going to start off with the functions, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off the little tracks that it comes with. It comes with this little piece of rail, and it's just black plastic with, you can see the rocks and the wood detail and the two metal rails. You can buy those separate from NZG as well. The functions, first off, I'll just start off with that it can swivel 360. The boom can go up and raise to about, and that can go up, raises to about there, and then you can set it down and you can straighten that up. Has a lot of cylinders in there. Stick goes out. Stick can curl in. It's kind of hard to do that with the way it's set up. And the bucket can curl in that far, and the bucket can curl out. And it's a tilt bucket. And they also make a clamshell that comes with it. And the clamshell basically just, it just goes up and opens and closes. That's really all to it. I can go over that in detail later. And I will also show how they, how to unpin. You can unpin the bucket and put that on. So that's pretty cool. Also, what this is cool is because you can make the boom offset. There's a cylinder there on the side, like that, and you can move the boom sideways, which is really cool. And I like that a lot. It's a really neat model. So, also, moving away from the boom now, the wheels for the rails. Not really into railroads, so don't judge me on my terminology here. And the outriggers also go up. All the cylinders are really good on the model too as well. Front tires turn. Not a whole lot. You can get a certain degree of turning. It's not really the best, But anyways, that's pretty much it for the functions. Besides for the quick change, which I'm going to show later. So now I'll just get into the detail part of the review. Okay, so getting into detail, the cab is pretty interesting because it has two doors, and that's pretty interesting because, well, if you're working on a railway, you can have a worker travel behind you as well, like travel in the seat behind, as well as the operator. So that you see that on a lot of railroad excavator models that are out. There's about two, I think. There's out. Conrad makes an Atlas version. That's the new one, just came out, and then there's this one. So, and they're both double cab, which is interesting to see. The wheels, you can see there's a pretty nice tread pattern. They're rubber. They're pretty good. They're pretty squishy rubber, which is okay. It doesn't really, I don't really worry too much about rubber. Everything you see up here is metal. This is all metal part. There's a handrail. The wheels turn. And everything like that. The door handles are painted on. And as you can see, there is that there's that big huge label there. There's a lot of stuff on it, but you can't really read it. Moving on to the back, there's little grills, and the decals are really nice and crisp. I really like that about the model, and does lots of nice state decals all over. So moving on to the rear, you have the counterweight, which is really nice. They have painted lights in there. They have the Liebherr decal, which my H scratched. I don't know if you can see that barely, but there's a There's a scratch of paint on my H, which is not a big deal to me, but I don't know how that happened. The two lights up top there are plastic. This tiny little smokestack is plastic, and the rear light is plastic. I believe that's a warning light or something. It's pretty neat. And on the opposite side, lots more decaling. I'll get you guys in close, see if I can show you guys that. So, as you can see, there's some really nice decaling on the side there. You can't read it, and I can't read it anyway, but it's really good. Really good work that they did that. So, moving on now, we'll talk about the upper part of the machine, and before I do that, I'll go through these little handrails here. These handrails are metal, cast metal. But this mirror here is plastic, and it's, as you can see, it moves around a lot. There's also another thing here that's plastic, that black thing there. Not 100% sure what that is. Moving up to the top, I'll put the rigger up. I'll flip it over like that. Moving up to the top of the machine, you can see there's not much detail concerning engine cover. There's a few little textured grills, and there's some ports where you'd put the hydraulic lines in and for stuff, and a little bit of anti-slip texture right there. There's not a whole lot of room back there because it's kind of a small machine anyway, so it's not a big deal. Moving back now, I'm going to switch back to the cab, well, the front of the machine, I guess. Put the boom up. As you can see, there's lots of lights. There's one on the cab, one on the bottom, and one over there on the side. And there's another light right there. And there's another little red one there. So it's pretty good. You know, they're all plastic lights, and right here there's a mirror on the cab, and there's a few lights on the cab as well. And stuff, but other than that, I'll see if I can get you guys to a cab view. That's going to be difficult. You can probably see good in through the front. There's just a seat and the joysticks and the steering wheel. Pretty much it. There's not much to it. Other than that, there's a good view of the cab again. And the wheels. So moving on, I'll go to the back of the boom of the machine. I'm kind of doing this weird. You know, reviews don't usually go like this. I'm usually going a pretty weird way. But I don't know. I hope you guys like my reviews. I'm noticing something right now though. That's kind of weird. If you look up like this, does the boom not look a little bit squished to you? Like it's kind of leaning to the side, leaning to the right side there. I'm not really sure, but it seems like that to me. Maybe it's just me. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks kind of like it. But anyways, it's not a big deal. I've had it for like a year now, so oh well. Getting into the hydraulic lines, you can see up top they go up the boom. And NZG did a really good job because they go right down into the cylinder there. They go into every little one on the boom. As you can still see, there's lots of little decals. There's one right there. There's a red one there. There's one over there. There's a warning one right there, and then there's the chevron decal right there, which is really good, and you can see all the lines. They're all little, they're good little flexible lines, all running through the cylinders on both sides. So that's really good. They did a really great job there. And moving on down to the bucket. Moving on to the bucket. As you can see, there's just some, not really a whole lot to it. It's just a little bit of ridges on the back and in the inside the bucket. You can See, there's some stuff. I'm gonna take the bucket off now, and sorry if this might take a little second, just because my fingers are pretty big and those pins are pretty small. Yep. Sorry. There we go. Got it. And it just slides out of the dog bone and the boom. I mean the stick there. And it's pretty good. It tilts, and as you can see, there's a few little ridges in there as well. It doesn't act on it doesn't work on a cylinder. It's just a loose tilting motion. So, but that's no big deal. And now I'll just attach on the clamshell bucket. Whoops. Okay, this might be a challenge. Okay, sorry about that. My camera stopped recording for a second, but let me just try this again. Actually, you know what? I think I'm just gonna leave it. It's not that big of a deal. You know, you can. It's just kind of hard to do on camera, but as you can see, the clamshell is good. It works on 2 cylinders. Got teeth. The cylinders are smooth. You know, it tilts as well. And that's pretty much it. You know, there's not much to a clamshell bucket, but it's nice. As well, you know, that's pretty much the model, really. There's a few more little things I could go through on the back of the cab as well. I messed up on that. I apologize. The back of the cab, and the top, really. The back, there's that metal handrail, 2 lights, a decal, and not really sure what that black thing is. Oh yeah, that's a windshield wiper, and it attaches down there. And there's a windshield wiper on the top roof, and that's pretty much it. You know, as you can still see, there's more decals up on the top of the boom there and stuff. That's pretty much it for this model. I'm quite the fan of it. I believe, I don't know, I can't even remember how much this goes for, but it's on diecastmodels.co for sure, and plenty other retailers as well. But I'd go there if I was going to buy it, because this is where I did buy it from. So I recommend you go there. I'll put a link in the description to the website again. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. This review was also requested by RTC Landscaping, so just to be nice, I'll throw that in there and go check him out, I guess, his channel. So yeah, hope you guys like the review, and there'll be another one soon to follow. You know, the model goes, I'd say it goes from around 70 to 90 bucks US. That's probably a best guess. I'm pretty sure that's what I paid for mine, somewhere between $70 and $90. But it's very well worth it. You know, as you can see, there's lots of detail and high quality for what you get, and plus it's a really unique model, and NZG does make a nice piece, so I highly recommend it. And you can also buy these, like I said, you can buy these separate from NZG, and they're like 20 something bucks. And you can make quite the little diorama scene with a few of these. This also comes out in a few different liveries as well. I've seen a blue one with a white cab as well this morning. That looks really nice, but I'm happy with my yellow one. Hope you guys enjoyed the review, like I said, and subscribe and comment if you like. So, see you guys.